Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Tonight, the Champions League knockouts continue as we bring you action from Atletico Madrid versus Inter. It's the second leg of the Champions League round 16 stage game between Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan. Should be a really good one tonight because we've got two sides who in the first leg were very evenly matched. And now as we head into the second leg, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. So Harry, welcome. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. As you say, the first leg was quite a good game. I quite enjoyed watching it, and it was a Marko Arnautovic winner in the end, which really summed up the game quite nicely, saying he is a remarkable player himself. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to today's game. An Inter side that plays very good football versus an Atletico Madrid side who kind of just refused to lose at home. So what more could you want? Atleti need a goal, Inter need to hold on. I'm looking forward to it though, should be a good one.
Should be a very good game. Now, Atleti really well known, or renowned, I should say, for their defensive football. Inter Milan this season, renowned for their attacking football, and more importantly, how they're changing and redefining what we know as attacking football using those advanced wide centre halves. If you don't know what we're talking about, well, one, you need to watch more of our content because we did a video on it this morning. Yep. And watch that later. Anyway, tonight we should see that in full action. Should be an interesting game this evening. Obviously, one interesting statistic, Diego Simeone has never lost a home Champions League knockout tie.
That's incredible. That is an absolute insane record.
Volumes, isn't it?
And you think they've hosted City, they've hosted a lot of very, very good sides. A lot of very good sides, and they are still yet to lose. Could Inter break that tonight? Who knows?
Yes. Well, let's have a look at the lineups then. We are at the, I'm going to have to get up the name, I believe it's the Estadio Civitas Metropolitano. I don't think they're sponsored by Wanda anymore. So they've got rid of that. So the Atlas team is as follows. It's a 5-3-2. In between the six, it is Jan Oblak. In the back five, Molina, Savic. He could be crucial tonight. Stefan Savic, Witsel Hermoso, and Lino. In the middle of three, Marcos Llorente, captain Koke, and Rodrigo de Paul. And then leading the line, Antoine Griezmann, back from injury, alongside Alvaro Morata, who also missed the first leg for injury. So a lot of pleasure training for late tonight. Strong side.
Yeah, very strong side. Superb defence. A defence that is very physical, very rough. I look at the Savic and De Paul in there, who like a strong tackle.
And Witsel.
And Witsel, yeah.
Molina.
All of them. They're brilliant. They're really physical. And they're a front two that brings you dynamism, that brings you exciting football when you can get the ball into them. Griezmann and Morata
and
got to work together. Yeah, but exactly.
We didn't see them in the first leg, and that was probably a consequence of the fact they didn't have a very strong front partnership. Let's have a look at the Inter Milan side then. It is their classic 3-5-2 and the team is as follows. In between the six, it is Jan Sommer. Who else? He's been a very good replacement this season for Andre Onana. In the back three, Pavard, De Vrij and Alessandro Bastoni. On the right wing back, Denzel Dumfries. At left wing back, Di Marco, Mivotri, Barea, Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan. And then leading the line, Thuram and Captain Martinez. I believe it is identical to the side that started the game. I don't know whether Thuram started though. It's the only player I've got a question mark around, but I will go back and have a look to 2 weeks ago. He did start, so it is identical to how they started in the last game. And while they were, I would say, the better side on the night, Inter, I don't think they dominated the first half in the way they did the second.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's not broke, don't fix it. So I guess Inzaghi's sticking with what he knows this season, sticking with his best side, really. And again, I think Inter will give us a good performance, will put on a good show and give Atletico a good game.
Is it a case that they were able to break down, it just took time to break down Atleti last time, or was it that they had to get Marko Arnautovic on there in order to do it?
Yeah, I think it's been an interesting one tonight because although Atleti are so good at sitting deep when they're at home and protecting something, they can't afford to do that tonight. They need a goal, if not they are out. So maybe as Atletico Madrid go for the game towards the end, we could see Inter thrive and get a couple more. Yeah,
well, looking at the stats from last week then, showing the importance of Arnautovic, in the first half they had only 51% possession to 49 and generated only 0.43 expected goals. Arnautovic came on the pitch in the second half and they suddenly generated 1.88 XG. They scored a goal, he scored it, and 62% of the possession. So if that says anything, it says that Marko Arnautovic is going to be the difference maker tonight, and how early they get him on could dictate how this tie goes.
Definitely could. What a player he is. He's a type of player you want to bring on in these games, isn't he? You know, with a few minutes to go, as they did in the last game, they brought him on, he changed the game, and he got the goal. Despite the fact he missed 4 open ones, he still scored one. That's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So overall, I think we're in for a good game. I really do. But I'm intrigued to see what happens to Atletico Madrid here, because they've got to go for the game, and that's not their area of expertise.
No, certainly not. You know, you've got a Atleti side, as you say, very, very good defensively, but you've also, and you tend to generate chances on the transition. However, you've got a Inter side who have one of the best rest defences around and have been incredibly good going forwards this season. So going to be very, very difficult. And welcome to the chat, by the way, everyone that's tuning in. Sharia, good to see you. Junior, Aslan, great to see so many people here. Sharia saying it's 8 minutes from kickoff, and guys here are showing pre-show. My God. And I think this will be a much more entertaining fixture now that Atleti trail. But it does mean Atleti have to push for it at some point tonight, even if that doesn't come until the 80th minute. We are going to have to see them attack at some point this evening, which isn't common for this Atletico side under Diego Simeone. They're renowned for their defensive work. And, not really known for being a great attacking side.
Yeah, I think it's going to bring an interesting question, isn't it? Because I don't know, because, you know, as they go for this game, Inter are the ones who like to go forward, and Atleti are the ones who like to sit back, but the roles have to reverse due to the way this scoreline, you know, producing itself with a 1-0 Inter lead on aggregate. So it's both sides not doing what they want to, but again, I think even when Atleti go for it, Inter have enough just to hold on. Yeah. I think they're good enough defensively, strong enough defensively, that I think it's very difficult for Atletico to get anything out of tonight.
Indeed. Poll in chat, by the way, 6 votes so far, 67% going the way of Inter Milan, 33% for Atletico. Nobody voting for us to go beyond the 90 tonight.
Well, that's interesting, because I think the only way Atletico Madrid win tonight is if they score early, sit back and play for penalties.
Yeah, should we talk about the other night fixture as well tonight? Because it's Dortmund versus PSV Eindhoven. Now we know the other 6 teams, these are the last 2 matches in the groups, in the round 16 stage. Yeah. And Dortmund versus PSV, it's going to be interesting. 1-1 currently as we go into this game on aggregate. How do you see it panning out this evening?
I really can't call it, because I think Dortmund are the better team, but on form, PSV are playing some beautiful stuff. So I think the fact the first leg was 1-1 shows a lot. I would probably say Dortmund, because as I said, I think they're probably the better team on paper, but also that Signal Iduna Park atmosphere is absolutely incredible. And on Champions League nights like this, that atmosphere can change the game, can make a difference. Yeah. So for me, I think Dortmund might have it in the bag.
We're interested to see, obviously, Dortmund more European pedigree. PSV yet to lose, though, this season in the league. I know they lost a Champions League group stage game, and I think they lost a Dutch Cup match, but they've still not lost in the league, and they've been fairly formidable in all other competitions. So, yeah, really good stuff from them this season, and Peter Bosz will be looking to get one back on his own side, or former side, I should say, tonight.
I do think that tonight we are being treated to 2 of the best European atmospheres there is in the tournament. Yeah. I really think Atletico Madrid and Dortmund are up there with having some of the best fans.
To be fair, I think these 2 in the reverse fixtures provided incredible atmospheres as well. So we've probably got what could arguably be the best matchup of atmospheres. The PSV crowd was electric for that Dortmund game. I think that definitely spurred them into getting that goal. And, well, we know how good the San Siro is at times, or when it's into the Giuseppe Meazza.
I think with, obviously, these 2 sides are the last 2 to go through. For me, I think if Inter and Dortmund get through, they give us the more competitive quarterfinals. I think Atletico Madrid, although they're good at home and they're very good defensively, as soon as they start to concede 1 or 2 goals, they're out of the game. Simply because they're so strong defensively, it hurts them in attack. And, if they do start to concede a few, then they're completely taken out of the game. And as for, I think Dortmund are more likely to give a team a good game on that one night. Dortmund are a bit hit and miss in the league, but we know that they can get themselves up for certain games. I don't know. I feel like PSV. I think if Dortmund draw City or Real, they give them a good go. I think PSV would struggle though.
Yeah. I think it's time to get some predictions. Chat, if you want to get your predictions in, get them in the live chat. Now we'll read them out in a moment. Harry, let's start with your prediction, though. How do you see tonight going?
This is a really tough one, but I think we are going to be treated to a draw here, which will mean that Inter Milan will take it on aggregate. I think we will get an early Atletico Madrid goal through Alvaro Morata. Then we'll spend the majority of the game locked in at 1-0 Atletico Madrid, 1-1 on aggregate. And then I think about 15 minutes to go, then we'll get a Inter equaliser through Marco Arnautovic off the bench. And that'll make it 1-1 on the night, 2-1 on aggregate, and Inter to progress.
Like it. I like it a lot. I am going to say, I really like that prediction actually. Tempted to steal it, but I will say instead 2-0 Inter on the night, 3-0 win on aggregate, and Atleti left bitterly disappointed. But I think it's going to be a real tight one tonight. I can't really call it either way. Just want to go different to what you're saying.
Fair enough. But the road to London continues. My
Doesn't have the
favourite
ring
road.
to it, does it? The road to London. What's that? The M25? Shit, it's going to take ages.
But I think it'll be a good game. Look at that home end. Absolutely incredible. To walk out to that and know that's your home fans must be a special, special feeling. Yeah. And hopefully that'll give Atletico Madrid what they need tonight to get through.
Yeah. Now, Nick, that onto the stream. Good to see you saying hi. All 1-0 Atletico at extra time and penalties. Love it, Nick Nack. Big fan. Who's winning on pens? I said, who wins? Don't know. Beat me to it, Nick Nack. You can already preempt my question. Sharia says predictions is that 1-1 and Inter will go through. Also saying that this is the most competitive quarterfinals we've had in a while. I saw someone saying today they hope that all of the domestic sides match up. So City, Arsenal, Bayern, Dortmund, Barca, Real, and then Inter PSG. Now, they're arguing, obviously that sounds boring, but it means the semi-finals are guaranteed we don't have any all domestic matchups. So,
because I think if we get Arsenal City in like the semis or something, that's boring. Or in the final, I think all domestic finals are rubbish. Because the whole point of European football is they don't play each other.
You mean continental? Oh, all domestic. Sorry, all domestic continental finals.
If we get City Arsenal in the final, we see that in the Premier League twice a season, plus in one of the cups. I don't want to see it again. I want to watch two European sides go at it.
Yeah, knowing this draw though, City will get Dortmund, Arsenal will get PS. No, they can't play PSV. They'll get Inter. No, Inter will beat them.
What I'm saying, I'd get Inter.
Oh, and lose.
Yeah. I think Real will get
PSG. It's written in it that Mbappe's got to play against Real.
To play.
Who's left?
Who have we forgotten? Bayern.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that could be 8-2 again.
Yeah, there you go. We've written it.
We've called it.
There you go. If that happens now.
Arsenal, Inter, City, Dortmund, Real, PSG, Bayern, Barca.
Yeah. Shimmy, welcome to the stream, saying I bet 50 that there would be 2 corners and shots on target each half from both teams.
Not bad.
Fair enough, though that is a very big gamble on Atletico Madrid side. They don't tend to take many shots, but fair enough. To be fair, though, we don't know what currency that is. It could be 50 pence. 50 anything. Anyway, Nick Nack says, Chelsea fan says, hi, I'm here, referring to himself as a king, which is new. But welcome, everyone. It says, doesn't feel like a European game when it's 2 teams from the same league playing against each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like last year's Milan derby felt like it, but that's because we don't watch the Serie A week in, week out. We don't watch them play each other every
Also, a bit more of a vibrant atmosphere. Yeah. I think it's just when Prem sides play each other.
Yeah.
Maybe for other people, it's when they're domestic sides. But whenever Prem sides play each other, it's just a bit... Because we see it so often.
Yeah.
But I guess, as you say, when it's not Prem sides, it's not that not that bad. Shari says, please don't send it to Pens. I don't want to be awake till 4 a.m. Yeah, it must be difficult for you this evening watching the match. But it's what you have to do to watch the Champions League, isn't it? It's what has to be done. But here we are. We're about to get underway here tonight for this Champions League round of 16 stage game between Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid.
Big 90 minutes coming up.
And it will be Antoine Griezmann who will knock the ball back to get Atletico underway. And he knocks it back to Witsel. And we've started here at the Estadio Civisas Metropolitano. Who will come out on top? That remains to be seen. And Atleti going long instantly. And now back to Witsel. But yeah, it's going to be interesting how Atleti play tonight. Because they've got to have a bit more of an attacking impetus. We didn't see that at all in the first. They had a handful of chances. Nothing clear-cut, nothing distinct, though. They are coming forward now in the early stages. Perhaps that front line, now they're back and fully fit, could well be the difference.
Yeah.
Lino. Here is Axel Witsel. Hermoso. And he just drills a ball, looking for someone to get a flick on, and it's cleared away by Di Marco, and that will be an Atletico Madrid throw. It's going to be very interesting as well tonight to see how Inter differ. If Inter do play as they normally do and go forwards, or whether they do sit back.
Yeah, yeah.
and hold on.
Oh, I feel like we're in the clouds here at the camera angle.
And it's one height of pitch here by Atletico. Griezmann to Lino in the box. It's Messi, and now it's cleared away well by Pavard. It's messy, very messy stuff there, though.
I feel like Lino's got to hit that there. Just have a go. Minute into the game, trying to play it too cute.
A ball into the box, and Marcus Llorente misses the header at the back post, and that will bounce out for a corner. Yeah, I don't think, by the way, I've just realised I don't think it is an exact copy of that first section, because I don't think Dumfries played.
No, it's Damian. Damian, isn't it?
Yes, so close.
Yeah, did Witsel play in the first leg? I don't remember him. Yeah, not a great start for Inter. She needs to calm down.
He did play.
Oh, fair enough.
Savic comes in, though, tonight for Jimenez.
Oh, right.
And Saul out, and in came Morata.
Oh, right.
So, yeah. Here is Hermoso. But Griezmann was quiet in the first leg. Molina gonna go down the line here. It's gonna give Llorente something to chase. Headed away by Inter, but only as far as Morata, who keeps it alive. But he has now been forced towards the corner, and it's one back. Di Marco kicks into Morata and wins himself a throw. Shower says, let's go, not going to waste a single second. As Nick points out, 2-0 Luton Town. That is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. It's not Morris that scored, though. It's Ogbene. Set up by Alfie Doughty, though. That is what we love to see. And 1-0 in the other Champions League tie. Borussia Dortmund, 3 minutes in and 1 up against PSV. So goals going in around the grounds this evening. Nothing yet in the game we are watching. Typical.
Lautaro down. What happened? He was running, and then Seven Savic just smashed the ball into his face.
Crazy.
Typical.
Did not expect to see that early stages. Stefan Savic.
Big goal for Dortmund and big goals for Luton Town.
Yeah.
Like
very different competitions.
Very different.
But yeah. Nick Nack asks who is going down. Everton going down, hopefully. Chelsea fan says, I think it'll be Nottingham Forest. Nick says it's tight down there. Brentford far from safe as well. I think Everton will be alright. I know they've been shaky this season, but ball into the box from Atletico, and that's headed on target. Claimed well by Sommer. I think Everton will actually be beneficiaries of the fact that Burnley and Sheffield United might as well have not fielded a team this year. And then you've got Luton, Nottingham Forest, who are both quite weak, and Brentford have had a really poor year. So I think Everton will be alright just off of that. Because they've actually played well this season. You know, without that points deduction, they'd be a bit higher in the table. So, yeah. De Vrij. Calhanoglu back in Stefan De Vrij. And now Calhanoglu. Look to Mkhitaryan, but has to go back to De Vrij as Mkhitaryan is under pressure. Now Calhanoglu again. Bastoni. Calhanoglu. De Vrij. Now here's Thuram, receives it in a high error, and he's caught in the challenge, but Atletico are going to come forwards here. And now, this is where we see that unorthodox positioning for Inter Milan, because Pavard's caught out, and he's got to make up a lot of ground. He hasn't. Here's Lino, striking on goal. Huge stop from Sommer, and poked away by Bastoni from on-rushing attackers. That is the problem for Inter Milan occasionally, though. If they get caught out like Pavard was there, and he couldn't get back in and make the tackle on Lino, who then took it around De Vrij, they find themselves really exposed there.
Yeah, Samuel Lino's been involved in everything so far tonight. He's pulled a really good save out of Sommer there, but you can tell Atletico Madrid, they're going hard and fast to start with, hoping to get that goal, and then they can play the defensive football we know they love to play.
Indeed.
I mean, now I'm watching long throws and balls being lumped into the box. This is incredible. They're trying so hard to get the goal that they know they need.
Now here's Molina looking to go down the line, cut out by Di Marco.
Maybe that's what certainly knows I've thought of. You know, everyone usually plays it safe and then pushes at the end. Maybe just go gun-ho at the start. And they've won the ball back half the pitch here again.
De Paul, Morata. Now moves it out wide. Mario Hermoso, and that is hell of a ball into the box, but that will be claimed well by Sommer. I thought I was going to go sailing out. But
got a round of applause from Simeone, not sure why.
He loves clearing the ball. Pavard. Calhanoglu. Also, not sure whether it was him getting a round of applause or Atleti for their good football.
Yeah, interesting. Get the ball down. Start playing their stuff.
Here is Denzel Dumfries, and he can't keep that in touch, and that'll be an Atleti throw.
Do you intrigued to see they've gone for Dumfries over Darmian tonight?
Yeah.
Just questions why, because I feel like Dumfries is more attacking, no?
I believe Dumfries had a knock for the first leg.
Alright.
I think you'd have Dumfries. Dumfries can recover quicker, but also offer a bit more width to their attack. And there, that doesn't... Well, I thought that may well have been a foul, but Llorente comes away with the ball, and the ref deems it to be clean, and that is a hell of a tackle from Calhanoglu. And now Inter can turn. Bastoni finds himself high up the field. And he loses it, and that is a foul that time. He got caught there.
Yeah, we know what we're going to get in Europe, especially these two teams. We're going to get referees like Marciniak, who like to let the game run, even though there's a bit of physicality. But that from Koke was a bit too was over the line. This was Lino's chance again. Great strike. I tell you, that's a really good save from Jan Sommer. I think he's a very underrated keeper, you know.
Sommer, yeah.
I think he's phenomenal for Gladbach. They obviously got his move to Bayern. While
won a title, so.
Yeah.
And Jadon Sancho, by the way, with that goal in the third minute.
And now he's hit the ground running. Great to see for him. Really, really happy for him.
Yeah, I hope he gets a move.
Yeah.
Possibly back to Dortmund.
Shows you're not...
Dortmund have got the opportunity here to make some really smart business, because I think they could pick up Sancho right now for 40 million.
Oh, a lot cheaper than they sold him for.
And they could sell Donyell Marlon to someone stupid like PSG for a good 70, 80. Here's Oblak. No, do they?
Well, I'm back at least.
They've got Colomwani and got Ramos. I don't think a striker is what they need.
Save him back, mate.
Save him?
Not save him, you know what I mean? Save themselves once he goes. What a touch from DePaul. I don't know what DePaul's done to his hair, by the way, but, you know.
Marlon would fit that role because he can play on the left wing.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Not a striker, but yes. Anyway, Atleti on the ball now. Ball into the box, and that is not going to find its intended target. Samuel Lino is going to keep it alive here at the back post, though. And he's looking to take on Dumfries. I can't get a ball in there. Great defending from Dumfries. That's out now for an Atletico throw.
Yeah, been really impressed with Lino and his directness at the moment. He's causing Dumfries and Bastoni on this right-hand side a few issues. But, yeah, he's played well so far.
Yeah, Nick Nack and Sharo, thanks for your contributions in chat. I haven't had a chance to read them out yet. Sharo does ask, though, question for both of you. Who is your Europa League winner, Leverkusen or Liverpool?
West Ham. David Moyes.
Moyes.
I said that. I was talking to a West Ham fan yesterday morning, saying it'd be so West Ham to, despite where they are now, finish outside the top half but win the Europa League and then end up playing Champions League football next year.
That would be funny. I just having a look at who's in the Europa League. It's not Rangers or Benfica. Just slim chance of AC Milan. But not really. Marseille won 4-0 in their first against Villarreal.
It's Leverkusen. They've already wrapped up the Pokal and the title. Because the title, they're miles clear, and the Pokal, they've got to play...
If they beat Dusseldorf...
They've got either a Bundesliga 2 side, or they've got Saarbrücken.
Or a 3-Liga, yeah. They play Kaiserslautern or Saarbrücken.
Ball in there, a lot of appeals for Atletico Madrid.
Equally, Saarbrücken are going all the way. Here's Thuram. Knocks it past the pole, and now he's going to drive forwards. Can he now flips the play, but Savic comes across. I don't think that passes on.
No, I do. I really do. Was his handball on done for it? No, give over. Thuram's got to get it, give over. Appeal him for that. Pathetic.
No, I don't think it strikes the arm of Lautaro. Yeah. I think it's perhaps what they're complaining for. Atlanta Sporting, is there a chance for Amorim Sporting?
No.
Why not?
Because Leverkusen and Liverpool exist.
And
Liverpool look unstoppable with this whole bloody...
Well, it depends. Liverpool's got to beat Carabao first.
I'll tell you what. I think the Rossi's Roma have got something cooking.
Well, I was stunned by that Brighton game. It felt like a very much found yourself sort of moment. You know, when a commentator goes, they've found themselves 4-0 down. It felt like that because they were 2-0 down after about, was it like, they were 2-0 down at half time. Yeah. And then by about the 60th minute, they found themselves 4-0 down. I was like, how have they managed that?
But maybe it's an interest. I think it's just one of those. Brighton are so hit and miss. When they miss, they're miles off the mark.
Yeah.
When they hit, though, they really hit.
It's a consequence of them refusing to field anyone over the edge of 14.
Yeah.
You have young players who are going to take time to learn and develop. So they need to. if they want to compete in Europe and at the top, they have to sign older players. Nick says, why not Rangers? Got to the final last time.
That was one of the worst European finals I've ever watched. We sat here and watched a 0-0 just for Aaron Ramsey to pass it.
But also, there's a big difference in the sides that are in the Europa League this season. So if you look at the German team that were in it last year, Frankfurt, that got to the final. If you look at the English team, it's Manchester United, and we all know they're shit. So that's why they didn't go very far in it. And Liverpool won't get knocked out. Who did they lose to? Villarreal, weren't it?
Liverpool.
Man United. Liverpool weren't in it.
I mean, no, they lost to... they lost to Atleti in the Champions League. Barca.
No, they beat Barca.
Did they? And then Atletico Madrid.
No, Atleti weren't in the Europa League.
But why have I got... No, Maguire turned it his own net, I swear.
Yeah, but
Sevilla.
Oh, that was
Sevilla.
It. Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking of red.
That's why I thought Villarreal. But yeah.
Foul on Chanoglu in there, but like, good a free kick. But yeah, Sevilla, because Maguire sank his own net, didn't he? And then De Gea made a howler, and then Naziri just smashed it into an open goal.
But yeah, no, Rangers won't win it.
No.
Even if they got to the final and had to play against Saarbrücken, they'd lose it. Chelsea fan says Rangers will beat Benfica. I'm sorry, Chelsea fan, I like you, mate, but I'm going to have to disagree there. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
Benfica should win that.
Oh, big tackle from Chanoglu. Thuram's coming in.
Does really well, and here's Mkhitaryan. He can release Denzel Dumfries, and he's running in on goal. He's in on goal, Dumfries, and it's saved by Oblak, kept alive. Dumfries again saved by Oblak onto the post, and he claims it now.
I feel like he's got to do better there. He takes himself a bit too wide for my liking. He had the pace advantage over the rest.
That's really good stuff from Thuram. A lovely ball in behind.
Yeah, he's got him more directed. Come in a bit. Just takes himself too wide.
It felt like a very right-back run, and perhaps he should have looked for the cutback. Lautaro made a nice run.
Yeah, especially the second one.
But I think if you don't shoot in that situation and it doesn't come to a goal, you get
target at least.
You get attacked more for it.
Great, Atletico Madrid though.
Yeah. Pavard goes along with it, and Lautaro's going to fight Witsel for it. Unsurprisingly, does lose that.
There is the consequence of going gun-ho from minute one, because if Inter score then the tie suddenly...
Here's DiMarco. Stoney. But also it showed Inter's ability in the transition, because Thuram won the ball in the middle there, a bit unexpectedly, and suddenly, like, 4 players were flooding forward. So you had Chanoglu, who was a passing option, and then he looks up. You've got Dumfries who's running in. You've got Lautaro on the left-hand side who's running in on goal. It's a very dangerous situation that Atleti got caught out in. And perhaps, they should really have been punished for it. Joseph Fern says Liverpool will win it. Marius says Leverkusen have lost 4 matches and bottled the Bundesliga. Just imagine that. That won't happen, shall we? De Vries.
I'd be surprised if they lose a match.
They haven't lost, have they?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Ball in, and it's well left there by Pavard. It's really smart defending. And the ball comes back into the box and punched away for some reason by Sommer. Yeah. But Berea does well to wriggle out of space. And I think it was given as a free kick, despite protests from Koke.
We have forgotten that Aussie Rangers got to the final 2 years ago. Last year was Roma Sevilla, because Mourinho went and chased Anthony Taylor down to the car park.
And that did really well on our channel.
And that did really.
We did like 3,000 views that night.
Penalties and all that.
Haven't had a night that good in all.
It was 2 years before where we had to sit there and watch Aaron Ramsey roll the ball at Kevin Trapp.
Yeah, Chessman says, Jack, you said last week, bro, Benfica never won, lol. Yeah, but different week, different time. I don't know what I'm saying. I just think if Benfica...
Rangers aren't very good.
No, the problem is Benfica haven't got anyone at the moment on their books, because they sold everyone.
Yeah.
It's 3-0 Luton Town. Ross Barkley with the goal. I'm really hoping there's an assist there from Doughty or Morris.
Never mind, we live and we learn.
Should have triple captain Solanke, mate. Should have triple captain Ross Barkley.
Don't have Ross Barkley. Why did he not score? Why did Solanke not score in the shit? He's missed.
No, I've got Tavernier and.
But he shouldn't triple captain him.
No, I didn't even captain him. I've got Tavernier and Kirkgate, and neither of them played. Nice exchange. Doesn't come to anything. One in the air there from Mkhitaryan. Really good use of the body from Dumfries, but he loses it to Griezmann here. Now Morata waits for the run of Griezmann, and now he's going to give it to Sommer. For some reason, he's kicked it over.
One of the funniest things when Dumfries has gone for a slide tackle, he's on the floor. Grisham's gone past him, so he leans out of his arms and tries to grab his ankles and pull him down. It's brilliant. I don't know, I just love it. Unorthodox defending, last ditch defending.
Yeah, that says I've had a terrible FPL week, haven't we all, Nick Nack? No one scored any points. I'm lucky I had Cole Palmer because that was 13 points that were very, very well received. I have Alfie Doughty, who's got an assist and hopefully a clean sheet if Luton Town keep playing the way they are. I need Morris to get involved on this, get in on the action though.
Wouldn't mind a Solanke go. Actually, if Solanke scores a double, then my week game is changed.
Right, yeah, exactly. You win everything.
But they are 3-0 down.
Yeah, so he's got to score. Now there's some emphasis, isn't there? He's got to score. But yeah, I think it's next week on FPL. It's going to be very interesting. What are you doing, Nick Nack? Free hitting? Have you got a free hit? I'm saving mine.
I've thrown my team into the mud and then I'm going to wild card in 30.
No. Have you got anyone playing in the free hit next week? In the blank game?
I've got 10 out of 11. Okay. Just make one change.
I assume to make 2 transfers.
I drove this last couple of weeks. I drove my team
for some godforsaken reason. I backed the double and brought in Marcus Tavernier for this week rather than Son.
Oh, I brought in
a week early.
Morris.
Now doesn't even play.
Solanke. Oh, that's a loose pass, and Martinez is going to pounce on it. He's going to turn and go.
Taro. Now Nicolo Barea. Throws the ball across, it's cut out.
To be in the air.
Or just out the flyer would help. Lautaro Martinez, strike from range, it deflects, and it's kept out by Oblak. I thought for a moment he was going to leave that, and it might just creep in, but he made extra sure that wasn't going to go in, and good job he had. Good effort from Lautaro, blocked by Witsel, and it causes an issue for
I don't mind him just hitting it from there, but as you say...
He's good enough to score.
Yeah. Block from Witsel there, nearly caused some issues for his goalkeeper. Luckily, managed to bail him out. Here come Atletico, game's opening up a little bit now. So it's some end-to-end action, but a goal mouth action and getting involved. That's a good
ball in, and De Vrij just heads that away nonchalantly.
How long has De Vrij been at Inter? His whole career?
No.
Feels like he's in there for years.
He was at Lazio, I think, before.
Doesn't count.
I think he joined... No, he only joined Inter in like 2020, no?
No. I swear he's in there for ages.
I'm thinking of a Cherby, perhaps.
DeMarco there, brought down.
He joined 2018 from Lazio. Before then he was at Feyenoord. He came through the Feyenoord Academy.
Oh, Black.
Another moment for Jan Oblak there.
Count himself lucky. No. He did well to deal with it.
Say, why is he lucky?
After Witsel.
De Vrij. Bastoni. DiMarco. Now it's Calhanoglu. Barea. Calhanoglu to De Vrij. Just carrying that ball forwards. Now goes to Pavard, who just about keeps it in play. Now De Vrij. Calhanoglu. It's a Kabore assist for that Luton third goal. By the way, not Doughty or Morris, unfortunately. Sommer. De Vrij. Jan Sommer again. Calhanoglu. And it being forced back quite a bit here. Barea, they're running in Atleti ragged though, so may well be worth it. De Vrij. Just tire him for a bit. Barea. DiMarco. Now back to Nicolo Barea. A 1-2 with Mkhitaryan. And Martinez drops in to play another 1-2 combination. De Vrij. And he plays the ball in behind, looking for Pavard. That's going to bounce out for a throw in Atleti's corner. Can they pin him in? Inter now. Smiles off from Inter. They just drag that ball backwards, inviting Atleti to come and press them. And when they do, they move it left, and then they move it back round to the right where there's space. Try and make something happen. Unfortunately, Atleti, quite a compact defensive block, so they can shift across quite well. They do know what to expect from Inter tonight. So, understandable. Here come Atletico Madrid, Molina. Looks inside, and Lautaro tries to win it back, but can't. Here's Llorente. Witsel. Hermoso. Looks to go down the line, Mario Hermoso. Goes inside to Morata instead. De Paul. Griezmann. Tries to play that forward. Perhaps should look wide there. And now Inter will look to break quickly. Lautaro holds onto it well. Calhanoglu lifts it in behind. Dimarco and Dumfries coming forward. He's got Thuram in the box as well, but it's blocked by Witsel.
Yeah, Barras screaming at the far post, but really good from Inter, and especially Lautaro, because despite the fact Savic had his hands around his neck, he still has to turn and release the ball to DeMarco. Very, very good stuff. But Aleti, though, now trying
Here's
to...
Samuelino. Puts it in towards Morata. Blocked out. And now here come Inter again. Lautaro. This is not what we expected from Inter Atletics. One back by Lino, by the way. Not what we expected. It's been almost a basketball game the way the ball zipped about. We're expecting a cagey affair. Like the first leg was. But tonight, it has opened up in Madrid. And then Griezmann can't win the header. Here's Koke. Now Griezmann. And that is a wayward effort from the Frenchman.
I say, Atletico can't swinging. It's incredible.
Yeah. Nick says Rob Edwards will be hot property if he keeps Luton up. I'm not so sure, Nick. I'm not so sure he will. See, the big difference is that he doesn't play the football that big sides want to see. No. You know, if you're Manchester United, for example, going to be potentially looking for a new manager this summer. They do already. They'll be looking for a new manager this summer. They're not going to look at a guy who plays a 3-5-2. I also don't think Luton Town can afford to let him go. I don't really see why he'd go.
Well, they're offering Nathan Jones back.
Oh, yeah. I don't really see where he goes. I think if he's offered another bottom half job, then why not just stick it out with Luton? Because the story's incredible and clearly he can achieve great things there. If it's a top half club, I could understand why he'd want to go, but I don't think there's a whole lot. I don't think that suits him. If you look at his brand of football this season, I know at Forest Green he's proved he can play good attacking football, but equally he's not proved it at the top level. So he'd have to go to somewhere. He's either got to wait for Luton to have the money to invest, which will take years of building up in the Premier League, or he's got to go to somewhere like Crystal Palace this summer, and
they've got Glasner, so
well, exactly. So Everton, are they going to invest in someone? Probably not, because they're on the budget cap.
Luton stay up this year, I think that then they'll be here for the next few years.
Well, look at Bournemouth. Bournemouth needed one season for the money to come in, for them to be able to build themselves up. I also, obviously, we've spoken about how this year's had one of the worst representations of the Championship coming up to the Premier League. I'll be intrigued to see what the drop zone's like next season. I think it'll be very volatile, and Luton could be caught out by that. But if Forest don't go down this year, I think they're going to be in the conversation. If Everton don't, I think they'll be in the conversation. I think that of the promoted clubs, if Leicester or Leeds came up, I think they'll probably be all right.
And the team.
Southampton should be all right. I think Ipswich could struggle, but we'll see. They should be all right because they've got money, haven't they?
They have investments. So I think whoever comes up is going to, unless it's like a West Brom or Hull, but even Hull have been really smart about it. And West Brom are a good side. I honestly think we're going to see some shocks next year to who goes down. Yeah. I think if you're an Everton or a Brentford or Forest, they'll be banging trouble.
Yeah.
That's if they don't go down this year, Forest. Inter playing a dangerous game on the edge of their area. They've played out of it quite nicely.
Looking to come down the line here, and that's knocked out of play by De Paul, and much to his frustration. I don't understand why he's frustrated. He's kicked the ball off the pitch.
He kicks the ball out and goes, yes, that's my throw.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
No, he kicked it twice. I love De Paul, because the audacity to just kick it off the pitch and then go, no, I didn't. Fully, no bullshit, just go, no, I didn't.
Everyone will appeal it, just in case, but he fully believed that he did not kick that ball off.
Amateur theatrics of me. It's the whole that. But yeah. Yeah, it says, wouldn't be surprised to get promotion this year, actually, via the playoffs. I think, obviously, I don't think you'll get automatics now, Nick-Nack. I mean, it's the most volatile league in the world, the Championship, so it's impossible to say.
I think Leicester and Leeds are nailed on now. I don't see them dropping points.
Leicester have been nailed on for ages. I know they've tried to throw it away recently, but they'll be fine.
Ipswich were costly last week.
Much to my friend Nathan's disappointment, Leicester are not going to be knocked out of the automatics.
Legend.
He is a legend. Ipswich, I don't know. The problem is I have a personal bias against Ipswich, so, I can't really make a fair assessment. They're a very, very good football team, as we've covered on this channel before, but I don't know. Would they win the playoffs? Big
You
question.
know, it's about Norwich as well. They could get themselves in the playoff hunt.
That's the thing. I think that says Hull.
Coventry.
Oh,
were
if
there
Hull,
last
yeah, no,
year.
if Hull came out, depending on investment, they could go down. Very much depends. I mean, like if West Brom or someone pulled off a huge upset, the only thing that is pushing me towards Ipswich winning the playoffs is that if you look at the pattern over the last 4 years, I think it is, the 3 sides that come up from the Championship, you have had 2 that are in receipt of parachute payments and 1 that isn't. So if Southampton don't go up through automatics, then the pattern suggests they won't go up.
Yeah.
But West Brom, Hull, Ipswich, Norwich would all work. Maybe not Norwich. Yeah, Norwich. They've been there 3 years, right? When they go down,
Called on
maybe not.
Savic. That's a harsh one to count his knee. Into a deep free kick though.
It's not unusual for why the promoted seems to be a surprise. Yeah, I think we've been brainwashed by this year's promotion sides being so poor. But the problem is, if those 3 come up and are all competitive,
I think most sides.
I don't see
most
who-
sides make a good go of it.
Yeah.
Sheffield United might as well not turned up this season.
but if those 3 are all competitive, I don't see who goes down.
Yeah. Which is why I think the teams like Brentford are in trouble. And if West
Yeah.
Ham don't
If they rest on their laurels, definitely.
ball in, deep ball, and that is. To be honest, we had a really good fast start, and then about the 20th minute, the game's just slowed down and we kind of relaxed any good chances.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a shock team drop in there. I'm talking like a West Ham. Not go down, but be in the conversation. Remember last season?
I think they could be because they're crap.
Remember last season when for the first half of the year, West Ham were really struggling?
Yeah.
The only reason they're any good this year is because they won Europa League.
Conference
League, sorry. Yeah, Europa Conference League. But I don't know. I feel like I could see them being dragged into that next year.
Right.
That's a huge shot from Sommer, demonstrating once again that shot-stopping ability. Claims it well, denying Morata a chance to break the deadlock
it's
here.
a really good ball in from Hermoso, is it, on this left-hand side, and then Morata, tell you what, that's a really good header. It's away from the keeper. It's a nice height for him to just dive to his left, but it's a really good header and an even better save. But yeah, I think Newcastle just got to be a little bit careful, but again, they've got Saudi money, they'll be fine. Fulham, I could see a bit of trouble if they, especially if they lose Paulinho and replace him with Charlie Adam.
Yeah.
Or something stupid like that. I know Charlie Adam's retired now, but that kind of player. Where's John Joe Shelby nowadays?
I do think it's a matter of time till Fulham fail.
Yeah.
Because they've not gone down for a
Just
few
so
years.
mediocre.
They've benefited off the fact that no one's really... that there have been so many poor Premier
I
League
think
teams.
either Wolves are going to be on the up and be pushing further up the league, or they're going to drop off.
Forest are at a constant state of they might just completely
I think Forest are
implode.
done this year.
Like they did really well to come up, but is it Mavanakis?
Yeah.
Whatever the
The
owner's name, just seems difficult to deal with. I'll be honest. Hermoso. Griezmann, ball into a good area. Morata can't meet it. Llorente keeps it alive. No one's there to meet it though. And now Thuram trying to come away with the ball. Martinez can't get there. It falls to DePaul. And he's going to look to whip one in here, Rodrigo DePaul. Ball into the box, taken away from the head of Lino by De Vrij. And now Inter will look to bring it forwards. Nicolo Berea. Çalhanoğlu. No, well, that's definitely a foul on Mkhitaryan. That's definitely a foul on Stefan De Vrij. Apparently not in the eyes of the referees. Happy for things to continue. Koke. Lino being impacted by this Atleti atmosphere, and Lino looks to go on towards the far post, but it's out of play.
Yeah, better spell from Atletico Madrid, just upping the ante again. As I said, we hit that kind of patch where everything slowed down, but these were definitely 2 fouls there. One on Mkhitaryan by DePaul and one on De Vrij from Morata, maybe less so that one. But Lino cutting in on his right foot, not quite what he wants to do, and that one went sailing over the bar. But not a bad first half an hour. Tell you what, I've been pretty impressed. Quite an enjoyable game. And I can't wait for Marco and Alex to get on the pitch in the second half. That's when it starts getting really interesting.
De Vrij, Pavard, Dumfries, Lautaro, Thuram, and that's cut out by Atleti. And Oblak will come out and collect it.
Yeah. Inter only really had that clear-cut chance for Dumfries I guess you could count the Lautaro one that deflected up in the air, but not too much. I think Atletico should definitely have more of the goal man faction with the Lino chance, the Morata header, a few other bits and bobs here and there.
Yeah. No idea what's going on in chat right now. No idea what shower is was. No idea what nicknames I'm going to get at the BBC, but valid. And no idea what's going on there. Anyway, Sommer claims that well. But been a good night of football so far. No goals yet in today's game, but an exciting game nonetheless.
Yeah, it's been alright. Quite enjoyed it.
It's always a seal of approval. We're looking forward to Marco. Keeps that on with the head, apparently not in the eyes of the referee. So that will be an Atletico throw-in. We're going to look back now at that Morata chance. Hermoso met it well, Morata did. Claimed well by Sommer.
That's a really, really good stop from Sommer. Just looking back at the header. It's not a new one. And Bastoni will use DeVry. And this is what we see. Channel who's dropped in.
Martinez.
I thought we were going to see DeVry step up there, maybe not.
Mkhitaryan, here's Nicolo Barea. Barea to Di Marco, and there's the opener. Atleti 0 into 1 and 2-0 aggregate for Internazionale. Di Marco with a great inverted run receives it from Barea, and that has settled the nerves for Inter Milan. Seems to settle the nerves for Inzaghi as well, who was pacing up and down the touchline. Now a state of calm is induced. Atletico 0, Inter Milan 1.
That was absolutely beautiful. I could watch this goal over and over again. Really good build-up play. But Bastoni just goes out to the left, allowing DiMarco to make this run inside. He's already there. It's a lovely through ball to Barea, who
on his weak foot, he puts it away well.
Played it to Thuram. He looked up, saw DiMarco around the penalty spot. He loads of space. And that is a brilliant finish.
I was going to say, there's two key things with this Di Marco goal. One, it's on his right foot, which is not his strong foot. And two, he goes across goalkeeper. Black flaps the hand at him, but he's got no real hope. Great stuff from Di Marco. And Inter leads in the tie and double their advantage on aggregate.
Superb goal.
Yeah.
They are a force to be reckoned with, I think. I really, really do. Inter Milan have got the minerals to make they made the final last year.
Yeah.
I think they've got the minerals to do it again.
Chelsea fan, thank you for becoming a hardcore supporter once again. 5 months now. Thank you very much, Chelsea fans. Saying big up, Jack Harry. Well done for 2K, my friend. No worries. Chelsea fan, thank you very much, I should say. Sorry. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for your support over the years.
It's been brilliant. And we keep going.
Shara says, anyway, it's over. I can sleep before 3 a.m. Well, that's good for you, Shara.
It's not over till it's over.
Yeah. Here's Hermoso. Griezmann looking for the run of Hermoso. Cut out by DeVry. Now cleared away. And that is a throw-in now. It's me you need to thank, says Nick Nack. Oh, did you donate it? Sorry, I missed that, Nick Nack. Sorry, mate. It didn't show up in chat.
Oh no, but didn't Nick give him the membership?
There we go. Does it stand? I mean, there's going to be a check here. Atleti may well have scored.
Yeah, the final touch was an Inter player.
Oh, I'm going to have a look, but this may well be level. So the lino didn't put his flag up, but there was a conversation. Obviously, the video assistant referee will check as well. So the ball comes into the box there.
And Griezmann's obviously miles on side. I think the argument's going to be...
Need away, ball in the air. Yeah, he's completely on side anyway.
That's not a pass to Griezmann.
Where?
That is a pass into Morata from Koke. That's what I'm saying. The ball wasn't directed for Griezmann.
No, but it doesn't matter anyway. He's on side.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
There's a goal.
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid 1 into 1, and they're level on the ninth.
A bit of a messy
2-1
moment.
on aggregate.
The swing and a missed clearance from...
Really good finish in that position, to be fair, as well.
DeVry in there.
Bastoni, I think. Oh, no, Pavard.
Pavard, just a miss and a swing and a miss. And the VAR is going to check it, but that is going to stand, and we are all level again.
So Inter thought they'd double their advantage, or had double their advantage, thought that they were in a really strong position, but now, within a matter of moments, Atleti have stung them back.
That's a really poor goal to concede. A really, really poor goal.
Yeah.
Especially after only just going 1-0 up. But now we've got a game in our hands. Told you it's not over till it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Nick Nack, for donating the membership from the other night. I was confused as to what that was. But yeah. I think it's just Chelsea fan using being able to put in a message.
5 months are all the free memberships added up.
Yeah.
Even if they were separate.
Fitzel.
Yeah, thanks to you both. Chelsea fan for turning up, Nick Nack for donating them.
Okay. Plays it across, Hermoso.
Wow, we're now in exactly the same position we were 5 minutes ago.
Savage. So nothing's changed. We did see 2 goals.
Two very good.
That's what we love in the Champions League.
One fortunate goal, let's just say that. And here come Atletico Madrid again. Here's Griezmann. Finds the pole. He's running through 3 people. Oh, that's a soft one. That's a really soft one. And for the way the pole throws his body around, to go down like that's pathetic. And let's have a look. Was he tripped? I don't know. He's made a meal of it, isn't he? But anyway,
yeah.
Pretty kick for Atletico Madrid, about 30 yards out. Does Griezmann fancy it?
That's as you say, a good area here.
Way out, though.
No, not really.
What, 25, 30 yards?
I'd say between the two, yeah.
Let's go 28.5.
This is probably the area where most free kicks are scored from. So it's a nice area.
Ball
Ball lifted. Savage plays it across, and it was a bit further out to be fair than I thought it was.
That was a very smart play because everyone switched off, but that header across has got to be back from Savage. Or he's got to shoot. He didn't do either. Ooh,
and then Thuram caught.
Koke just leaning into Thuram there. When he goes up, very, very dangerous actually doing that. Not many players realise to lean in on a player when they're in the air.
That's what Kane always does.
Yeah, not.
Oh well, you'll be delighted to know Dominic Solanke has got one back for Bournemouth, so that is a real shame.
Ice in the veins, mate.
That's been ruled off. I'm joking. What an easy.
If it actually had on human. Oh, we are back. We are back in FPL. We are coming back. I need another one.
Are we? Pavard.
I've got Dominic.
That's really annoying for Luton, for Doughty.
Oh yeah, I lose my dad.
For me. Shame. Very sad. Here's Samuel Lino. Okay. And just playing it into the pool.
The best time to score a team, or a team when a team are most vulnerable is exactly after. Nick, that made a very good point. I've completely got the point. Right?
Yeah, he didn't put loads of ums and ahs and rephrase it 8 times.
Often the way it goes, that's when teams are most vulnerable after they've just scored. Great point. I apologise that I made an absolute meal of that.
Here's the most so. Yeah, it says apparently Solanke's not even been in train the last few weeks, or did you not turn up? I can't be asked. What's happens when they score 14 goals in a season? Gets to the end.
Me and Nick Nack are both short captain him. In the same day.
Gang.
Yeah.
You
yes,
and
man.
200,000 other people. It's a fucking hell of a boat, isn't it?
Individual, yes.
Noah's Ark.
Completed it, mate.
Well, Noah's Ark shit compared to that.
They're all 2x2. We're 200 by 200.
Shara says, thoughts on the away goal rule?
I want it back for good.
Right, I was going to say.
Not going to start again. There's a yellow card there for somebody. Not sure who.
But I was stunned.
The most.
Last night's Champions League penalties shootout was the first one since 2016, I think it was.
Wow. Well, obviously, we thought City Real would go to penalties, didn't we? And then, what's his face? Rodrigo turned up and scored 2 goals in 5 minutes, didn't he?
Yes.
Not last year, year before.
I was going to say, last year City won it comprehensively.
Yes.
It was like 1-1 or something like that in the first leg, and then City won 4-0 or something like that. I want to say in the second leg.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah. He turns to Sol Campbell, just turns up for the game. Knee problems, says Nick Nack. Oh, okay. Undroppable ready for Bournemouth, though, isn't he? I know he missed last time, so very much is droppable, but yeah. And as Yanal came on as well at half time, so they're changing shape seemingly. Bournemouth.
Oh, not for Solanke though.
No, because I want for Solanke have scored.
I didn't know.
Came on for Alex Scott, who was playing attack midfield. So
I don't rate him.
Who, Alex Scott?
Yeah.
He must be the only person in the world who does.
What's he done this season then?
He's not a goal and assist merchant, no. Just a good footballer. Bloody good footballer.
Oh,
His long ball accuracy is in the 71st percentile.
71st? Well, the whole Premier League or the whole world?
Not sure.
It's the Premier League, that's crap.
World, isn't it? Well, not world, best players in the world. I compared to his top 14 leagues.
Right. So 71% is not brilliant then.
Well, that's quite good. 6 times dispossessed. That's in the top. He's in the 80th percentile for that.
Yeah, but I think I could do this.
You think if you played in the Premier League, you would only be dispossessed 6 times?
Yeah, because no one will give me the ball. I can't be tackled.
0.
Yeah. Yeah, surely you could just say that. Oh, Griezmann!
Griezmann in on goal, blocked really well and crucially there by Benjamin Pavard.
Also, right from Pavard. But yeah, surely though, that's ridiculous.
Would you also,
if you don't touch the ball, then no one can dispossess.
Would you also win 12 aerial duels and 11 interceptions?
Right, okay. I think, right, in 28 Premier League games, I intercept the ball 11 times.
He's not playing. He's played 14 matches.
That explains a lot.
6 of which have been starts.
Well, that explains.
He's only notched up 640 minutes.
I was like slagging him off.
Well, you should have done your research before you started. I didn't start by his stats. You started by saying I don't rate him before proceeding to come with no evidence.
Yeah, because I haven't seen him. And it appears that's why, because I haven't played any games.
But everyone saw at Bristol City is incredible.
And most so. Yeah, but I'd look incredible at Bristol City.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You'd get eaten alive in the Championship. Obviously. Not a professional footballer.
I think I cut it in 7th tier. What? Not now.
Alright, one day.
One.
I could say the same.
Ball in, Somercourt.
One day.
And back will be 27 next year, will he?
No, he's 25 now.
So he'll be 26 next year then.
No. It's not a year's work. We don't turn an extra year at the 1st of January.
Now.
Yeah.
At some point next year, he'll turn 26.
No. At some point this year, he'll turn 26.
How do we not know he's already had his birthday?
Well, I assume because he's saying 27.
Right. Dumfries! Oh, that is a terrible pass.
The Normality Channel with Riley Taylor. Welcome to the stream, saying evening in full caps. Very excited. Welcome to the stream,
Hell of a
Riley.
name.
Hell of a name. And you've also done a weird moment where just been slagging off Alex Scott. He has been. Sorry, I'm not putting myself in that bracket for some reason. And then I don't even know what we were debating before. But welcome, Riley. Good to see you. And believe you're new around here, in which case, welcome. If not, I'm sorry I've forgotten you. But welcome. It's Koke. So almost at half time now. The pool.
Been a really good game.
Will we get a goal for the break? Another one?
No.
There we go. Full of optimism. Don't go anywhere there, guys, because there could be a goal at any moment. Savic. Witzel. Yeah, that says Bellingham, Vinicius and Mbappe in the same team is going to be pretty sick. And Rodrigo and Xiaomeni and Camavinga and everyone else. And Alphonso Davies they seem to be signing as well because they definitely need him. Brilliant team. Ridiculous. And they're looking at Haaland for 25. So.
Real strongest 11 or England's strongest 11?
Real's.
Really?
Mbappe's not English.
And? Harry Kane?
Mbappe is better right now than Harry Kane.
Yeah, I mean, overall the squad.
Vinicius is better than
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden, yeah. He is.
Yeah, Saka's better than Rodrigo.
Yeah.
But we get Bellingham versus Bellingham, they're the same person.
It's equal.
Rice, Camavinga.
Rice wins, but then I think Xiaomeni gets in there over Jordan fucking Henderson. I think we should lose 2 for that. Because we'd have no midfield. With Rice having to run around a prime Madrid midfield.
Defensively, I think we beat him.
I don't.
Okay.
Davies, Rudiger.
Courtois or Pickford.
I can tell you it's not Jordan Pickford.
Uh,
Champions League draw on Friday. Looking forward to it. What time is it? I'll stream it by myself if it's late in the day. It'll probably be 10 o'clock.
There's a
Won't it?
fight going on. Then they've stopped fighting. Dumfries had a bit of a pushing match with Hermoso, who, just to remind you, Hermoso is on a yellow card. And he's decided, let's have a pushing game.
11 a.m. UK time.
Is that good enough?
No.
Okay.
I'll be in business.
What's the goal back here?
If someone donates £1,000, I'll do it, and I'll just pay half of it to my business teacher. I won't pay. I won't do that. I'll
If
pay
someone
a tenner.
donates us £1,000, we will stream. You will stream.
I'm
the
by
charity
myself,
draw.
and I will buy my teacher a Greg's voucher.
Yeah, because she loves Grace.
She
Or he. Who knows?
I know.
And where we have got no minutes additional time. It is half time. We've got an advert. Brilliant.
So, well, there we go. That is it for the first half here in the Estadio Civisas of Metropolitano. I think I've got that correct. It's been a good first half of football.
Yeah.
1-1 on the night. 2-1 to Inter on aggregate. What are your immediate takeaways?
I think it's a really, really good half. Much more lively than the first. I think
No.
Atletico,
First leg.
Atletico Madrid have come out with an absolute, like, I don't really know. They can't fire on all cylinders.
I'll quite
They're
take
phenomenal.
a break while
Yeah,
you
try
give
and
your
get me a drink
thoughts.
or two. Please.
Sure.
But yeah, they've come out and they've attacked Inter Milan, and initially they didn't like it. You know, Atletico Madrid had a good flurry of chances. They played some really good football, and to be honest, I thought at that point, I thought Atletico Madrid had it in the bag. I thought they'd probably pick up a couple of goals and be on their way, and then they kind of ran out of steam in about the 20th minute. Inter got back into the game. Then Inter eventually found their goal back 10 minutes later. Obviously coming through DiMarco, a really, really nice goal. And then I thought from there, Inter would push on, have it in the bag. But again, I was surprised. And Atletico Madrid, moments later, hit them back with a well-taken goal from Antoine Griezmann. So, a very, very eventful first half. We've already had 2 goals. The situation remains the same. That Inter are 1 goal up on aggregate. And we have had a lot of action. A really fast game. A really exciting game that I've thoroughly enjoyed watching. And it is only going to get better in the second half. As Atletico Madrid have to get a goal, Inter have to hold on. So it's going to be exciting. We're 1 goal away from an extra time, possibly penalties. So a lot to be watching out for, a lot to be excited for, a lot to you've got to be waiting for. You've got to be here to see what's going to happen. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because we're looking forward to a really, really good second half, and then possibly potential of extra time and penalties to follow. But I think it's been a really, really good game. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Usually, we are used to seeing a Simeone side that sit very deep, play quite defensive football, and absorb a lot of pressure and hold on to results. Due to the situation tonight, they haven't been able to do that. And I think we questioned during the pre-match whether they would have the ability to come out and attack Inter, or whether they are too good at sitting deep that they would struggle to do so. But they surprised us all. They came out and they played on the front foot, which is unknown to Simeone. They came out and they caused problems. They came forward with intensity, really. They really attacked this Inter side. And to be honest, they should have scored in the first 20 minutes. Lino had a good chance. Alvaro Morata had a good chance. So I did probably expect to score after the intensity they came out with. Didn't come to fruition though, and eventually it didn't quite work out, and they went 1-0 down. They got it back level though. So I honestly do think we are in for a really good second half. It is a close game. It is going to be a good game. And no matter what the result is, I think we are really going to be in for a phenomenal second half. Nick, would you prefer either team to go through? My thing is with this, and Nick Nat saying that he thinks that they want a flag to go through. Now, my thing is, I like the way both sides play. I think in most senses I'm neutral. I think the one thing that sways it for me is that when it comes to a European night, I think Inter will give us a better quarter-final tie. Look at their run last year was phenomenal. They looked brilliant. They still look that good to me. I think Atletico Madrid are good. They're really good at home. They're really good at protecting a lead, protecting a result. The problem is, as soon as they concede, they're kind of out of the game. They're out of the tie. So I just think, for me, I'm neutral. I don't really mind. But if I had to choose one, I'd want Inter to go through just because I think they give us a better quarter-final no matter who they get. If they get a City or a Real, on their day, Inter Milan can't beat them. Look at the Champions League final. Only a slim 1-0 loss in a game where Inter Milan should have scored because they didn't take their chances due to Romelu Lukaku. This is an Inter side who got to the final last year. I think they can really give it another good go if they can get over Atletico Madrid tonight.
But Atleti are vibes in football. In European football.
They are, maybe.
Could go either way, really. Could make an argument either way. So yeah, very interesting. We were talking about who we'd rather see win.
Yeah.
I quite like Inter. I like Inter a lot. I think I've got an Inter shirt. I've got a couple of Inter shirts, actually. I had the 2021 one with the snakes. Do quite like Inter. But don't really mind either way tonight. But I am a fan of good football, and Inzaghi does play some bloody good football, as we spoke about on the show this morning. So check that out after this if you haven't already. But yeah, very interesting. Let's have a look at this first goal from Di Marco then. I thought it was executed incredibly well considering he's a fullback. Lovely build-up play, as we come to expect from this Inter Milan side. Great run from Barrea into the channel. Cuts it back to Di Marco. We've made that inverted run, and he finished it well on his weak foot across the goalkeeper. Oblak left stranded, and that seemed to sink the Atleti ship in that moment. However, as we'll go on to see, they didn't. They came swinging right back. And yeah, I think that was a bit of a surprise, really, that they hit back quite so suddenly. And we'll see it here again. Because Griezmann makes quite a fast run, just running into the box. Ball's on the edge. Ball's just looped around. It's messy from Inter, and it's tucked away really, really well by Antoine Griezmann. There's a conversation there about is that offside because the pass intended for Morata. Morata didn't interfere with the play necessarily, and that was a really exquisite finish. In that area, you've just got to take your chance, but he leaves Jan Sommer absolutely no hope. It's a wonderful turn, it's wonderfully composed, and it's executed excellently. So good stuff from Griezmann, good stuff from Atleti to get back in this game. Griezmann now goes to top scorer in the Champions League, joint top with Haaland, Kane and Mbappe. That is one hell of a company to keep at the moment for Griezmann. And it does beg the question, I mean, obviously Atleti are a bit reliant on Griezmann, but with him up front, do they have a shot at going deep into the Champions League this year?
I mean, maybe. I do think, also I say that Inter would give us a better tie in the quarters. But to be fair,
I let you always turn up for quarters.
Atletico Madrid, as you say, always turn up. But travelling to their place in a UCL quarter-final is probably one of the worst away ties you could get.
Yeah.
It's up there with Anfield, it's up there with the Signal Iduna Park. That is a horrible stadium to get.
Fenerbahce.
Yes, but you could probably beat them.
Yeah, but stadium's nuts. Olympiacos.
I'll be scared of my life.
Exactly.
But I honestly think the problem is that away type. Like this game, I mean, they've done really well at home, but they compromised themselves by going 1-0 down in the first leg. The problem is, I think Atletico Madrid could do so well at home. Say they draw City. First leg, draw 0-0 at home. Win 1-0. Let's go, okay. Well, best case scenario, they win 1-0 against City at home. Second leg, though, they get to the Etihad, and I wouldn't be surprised if they lost 3 or 4-0. And that's the problem, I think, that I have with Atletico Madrid, is I don't trust them to beat a side across the 2 legs.
Fair enough. Nino says, I'm an underdog man, like seeing the so-called big Italian teams losing for some reason. It's an interesting statement. I don't necessarily agree that there's any big dog in this tie, considering that I'll ball for 3-3. On earth did that happen?
3-3?
62 and 64 minutes, Luton. For God's sake. That's frustrating.
He scored the goals.
Semenyo and Zabani. But yeah, I don't think there are necessarily underdogs or overdogs in this. I think that Atleti, given the fact they won the La Liga title in 2021, that was only 2 years ago. The season before last, was it not? It was Barca last year. Was it Real the year before that? Was it Atleti the year before? Can't remember. But Atleti have won it either 2021 or 2022.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really call them huge underdogs in this game when they have more investment than Inter Milan.
Yeah.
There's no money in Italian football right now, so I get why we call... They are still a huge club historically, Inter, but they don't have a lot of pull on the global landscape right now, as demonstrated actually by their transfer recruitment. It tends to be free players, older players that are perhaps out of favour with their current sides. I mean, Benjamin Pavard was quite an ambitious signing for them, to be fair, but I don't know. I don't think they can be considered one of the giants of European football anymore, any of the Italian sides, given we haven't seen an Italian winner of the Champions League since Inter Milan in 2011. 2011?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2011. So, I don't know. I don't think you can really class that, especially considering that La Liga sides seem to win a Champions League every couple of years, mainly because they have Real Madrid, but still. Sharia asks, question for Harry, why do you always wear sea green?
Do I?
I do think you wear that jumper quite a lot. Does it ever get washed?
Yeah.
There we go, he's fine. Just a reminder, Dortmund leads 1-0 due to a Sancho goal. Yeah, that's quite interesting, isn't it, tonight, that Dortmund PSV game? Does beg a few questions about PSV, because they are unbeaten in the league at the moment, but... I mean, first leg they held on well at home against Dortmund.
I think they've been helped out in the league massively by the fact that Ajax have forgot how to play football.
And PSV in Feyenoord haven't been... Sorry, just Feyenoord, they are PSV. Haven't been as strong as they usually are.
No.
So they definitely haven't helped out in that regard. They've still been incredible, though. They still play some really, really good football. I do get the sense, though, that they're sort of reaching that point where they're not really going to go any further up.
Yeah.
They've started really well. They're now starting to fall a little bit. I don't know. Feels like a weird situation there. Nick is saying both games are on the balance then. That's what the inverted commas were for, Jack. Oh, wait, I forgot them. I meant to put those so-called big teams. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Nick. But yeah, very interested to see how this game will pan out from here.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a very feisty
I really hope
stuff.
finish round one. I'm going home.
It's not far, is it?
No. But it's just one of those where either we get the same intensity and the same quality that we had, and like it's finish like 3-3, 4-3 somewhere.
Yeah.
Or we are going to see this out as a 1-1 draw, and that would be disappointing. But I don't think we will. The intensity and the energy and the footballing quality was really high in that first half. I'm not expecting the standards to drop, especially as we get into substitutions and things like that. So I think once Arnautovic gets on this pitch, Atletico Madrid are in trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he's a good player.
Should be interesting to see how it all pans out. But
yeah,
not long now into that second half. Substitutions, do you expect to see any for either side?
Arnautovic, half time for Thuram. I don't know about Thuram.
What don't you know about him? His first name?
Marcus.
You do know that?
No, I don't know. It just feels like he got brought for half time in the first leg, and I haven't been very impressed with him tonight.
Well, he created a huge chance, didn't he, Marcus Thuram? He was involved in the chance for Dumfries.
Was he?
Early in the game, he held the ball up really, really well. Laid it to Çalhanoğlu, and he played the ball through.
What a strike by James Sancho, by the way. Great hit.
It's brilliant to see him enjoying his football again and playing like the player we all know he is.
Love him. And the Dortmund team loves him.
Yeah. It's so good for cultivating the best out of talented players. We're seeing the same with Ian Martin, someone who barely got a look in at Chelsea for some godforsaken reason. And now at Dortmund, he looks the incredible player that we expected to see after a really strong campaign last year with Burnley. And that's quite interesting to see there warming up. Tejan Buchanan, the Canadian winger, warming up for Inter. Could that be an option off the bench? Memphis Depay warming up for Atleti.
Been a fan there, wanting his shirt and saying he's the best in the world.
Not for Depay.
Yeah.
Well, that is delusion, ladies and gentlemen.
Not quite sure that's twice the best in the world, but the teams are now coming out for the second half, and we are going to be in for one hell of a half here at the Estadio
Civitas Metropolitano. But yes, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's keep the chat flooding with comments going into this second half. Keep it active, keep it lively. It's great to see so much interaction so far. Keep it up. And it says, amazing that PSV have got this far when they have to sell their best players to the likes of Nottingham Forest and Leeds. Sinistera played for Feyenoord, ignore that. Okay. But yeah, no, I do get what you're trying to say. The Eredivisie has always felt like a bit of a talent development league in a sense. It's a bit like the Ligue 1, where because you've had a dominant team at the top, in the form of Ajax and the form of PSG, it doesn't matter that the rest of the league is quality because you only look at the top of the league. What are you?
Wait, no, just if that goes, there's also police in the tunnel.
Oh yeah, obviously. Simeone's there. They don't have police at any tunnel.
I know, but I guess it's because they've got riot shields and riot helmets and guns.
Again, that's only because Simeone's there.
I don't. You don't see PC Bonington at Bournemouth with his riot shield out, do you?
Oh no, because fucking Bournemouth was going to start a riot. They don't even have them. The police don't have any handcuffs. They just have to chase old people with a stick. What? That must be the most pointless job. I don't know a policeman in Bournemouth.
Shoplifting because an old lady just forgot to pay.
Yeah. It's like starting a yoga class in Ibiza. Pointless. They're all pissed. Right. Second half about to get underway. It's Atletico versus Inter Milan. And Inter get us started, knocking the ball back to Hakan Çalhanoğlu. And we're underway here at the Estadio Civitas Metropolitano for another 45 minutes of exciting Champions League knockout action. The ball goes forward long here for Inter, and it's going to drop for Henrik Mkhitaryan, but won back well by Marcus Llorente. Now De Paul. Hermoso is going to go out wide to Lino, and Atleti will look to shift the attacking impetus onto this left-hand side. Griezmann. Lino. Now Koke. Finds Savic. And now Rodrigo De Paul. Looking just to carry that ball forwards now, De Paul. Morata lets it run through his legs. I think he was expecting Noel Molina to pick up on that ball. And, well, 2 tackles in there and the ref rightfully awarding a free kick. I think Koke won the ball, but I'm not sure they both won the ball.
I don't even think the referee knew which one was the culprit. He just saw this happen and went, yes, foul on somebody.
Koke's right in the respect he won the ball. I don't think Stefan Savic won the ball, though, because he came in from behind on Koke.
Yeah.
And tackled Thuram. Here's De Vrij. Plays it into Marcus Thuram. And he's a bit of a hospital pass, but De Vrij just... Çalhanoğlu smashed it up in the air. Here is Thuram. Martinez out wide to Di Marco. Lovely stuff from Inter Milan. Can he whip a ball in? Not bad towards the back post. Dumfries can't meet it. Barea can lift it back in there. All go backwards into Çalhanoğlu, and now they've been caught in possession. And it falls into Atleti's hands.
Yeah,
Griezmann.
The pass from Bradish was not good enough to Çalhanoğlu. Really sold his teammates short there. Luckily, they've got the ball back, though.
Here is Bastoni on the ball now. Forced back to goalkeeper Sommer. He's given him a bit of a floater to have to bring down.
They're really trying to stitch up their teammates at the moment.
Yeah. Çalhanoğlu back into Jan Sommer. Thuram gets the flick on. Martinez. Hermoso now across to Llorente. And he goes into Koke. Griezmann. Look to lift it in behind. We'll go to De Paul instead. Llorente. Marcus Llorente. That is not a fantastic pass. That's gone out for a throw. There, cross towards the box. Right. Bounces away.
Yeah. I think they're trying to bring that same intensity. That pass not doing so, though. As the fans in the home end will their team on. A lot of players warming up for Atletico Madrid. One of them is Memphis Depay. Did he play? He played in the first game, right?
Depay?
Yeah.
It didn't start, but he may well have come off the bench.
Who started up front then?
Llorente.
Ah.
And Atleti's trying to come forwards, but that's a loose pass, and now Dumfries is trying to see that ball out, and he does successfully see it out. It's like a hat-trick, us Knick-Knack. No, but it's 3-3. Yeah, no, I know. We saw Knick-Knack. We were guys crying half time.
Is it, I don't suppose Snackney got any assists, did he?
I'll have a look.
I'm hoping and I'm praying. Need something. God, I'm going to doubt you -1 for nothing. Dude, Lautaro's going to give chase it as Atletico Madrid knock the ball around the back, trying to find something from this game.
No.
What time did they kick off, by the way?
7:30.
Oh, that's why they're so far ahead.
Yeah, obviously. It's half an hour early. They look around at my time and go, well, this is probably it, isn't it? Let's just kick off.
Yeah.
Might explain why ball started slow. Here's Koke. Morata. It's bouncing around the midfield, and that is a foul there on Henrik Mkhitaryan. And so that will be a free kick for Inter Milan.
Yeah, good for Mkhitaryan to get his body in the way. Morata,
Again, an Atleti player just nudging into someone in the air.
Don't know what their plan is there. Not to win the ball.
That time the ball was gone. Morata just went, I'm going to
Yeah.
go thump into him.
Crazy.
It feels like the easiest way to commit a foul and frustrate the opposition without being cautioned for it, or without,
Yeah.
there being any consequence to it. Thuram trying to dribble through players there, but it's picked up on by Atleti. Now falls in midfield to Barea, who can find Çalhanoğlu, who's gearing up a shot, but Griezmann comes in well with a tackle, and here comes Atletico. Marcus Llorente. Koke. Driving it forwards now is Rodrigo de Paul. Goes out wide, Llorente. And that is a poor ball into the box. That's going to bounce out for a goal kick. So, 40 minutes to play. Obviously, Atleti still need a goal, but they're going the right way about this second half, aren't they?
No, they are. They're giving it a good go. We've seen that same intensity that we saw at the start of the first half. Probably they didn't pounce on that. Can they pounce on it here, though, as they win the ball back high up the pitch? And it is Hermoso. Not many options on, really. And they're going to have to recycle it, but they've got to try and find a way through while they are on top, because they didn't do that in the first half when Inter ended up taking the lead.
Yeah, indeed. Here is Koke now on the ball. It's being forced backwards by Lautaro, and then he goes down after a bit of a soft push. Here's De Paul. Looks to go down the line, finds Llorente, who just lifts over there to DeMarco. Lovely stuff. Pulls it back for Griezmann. Saved well by Sommer, claimed well by Sommer. And another chance goes begging for Atletico.
Yeah, it's a really well worked move, and it's a decent strike from Griezmann. But I just feel like he's got to do better here. Really good ball.
Yeah.
He is an 80s of space, and he drills it low at the goalkeeper at a decent height and pretty close to him. He's got to be going for that far net and trying to find that corner. I feel like it was a really well worked move. It wasn't a terrible shot, but for the time he had, he could have even taken a touch. But yeah, he's got to get a better shot in there. I don't expect a goal. Player like him, in the form he's in, should have hit the target.
DiMarco. Here's Henrik Mkhitaryan driving forwards. He's brought down there by Llorente. There's a bit of a conversation, but it's not deemed to be enough of a foul there. Good stuff from Llorente. Use his body well, and
pure strength.
Yeah, just nudges him away, nudges him off the
Does
pitch.
still kick the ball.
Yeah,
But for Atletico Madrid, that is a big chance gone begging for Griezmann a few moments ago. I don't know, it's weird. Top goals from Champions League. Thought he would have found the net for that one. But here comes Samuel Lino. Finds that man there, Griezmann.
ball into the box, and that's going to go over everyone into DiMarco. Now it falls to De Paul.
Gonna hit it. Oh, he should have hit it.
And that's
Terrible.
cleared away by Inter.
Why would you try and drill it across hard and low
De Paul.
like that?
Waiting for an option. Molina. Ball into the box. And it's headed away. And now Barea.
But it's just balls like that that let Atletico Madrid down.
Barea. Thuram holds it up well. Marcus Thuram tries to shift it to Martinez. But it's won back by Atletico. And now they can go to come
forward. There
forwards.
from Molina. He just put it in between Morata and Griezmann. He's got to try and find one of them, if not both.
Here's Griezmann coming inside, looking for Morata. I thought he made that run too early, but play continues regardless. He puts De Vrij on his arse, puts the ball in, and it's headed away.
An aimless ball from Morata. It's really good play again. Lovely smart ball from Griezmann to Morata, who is then drawn out wide, but there, he does well initially, and that's just a pointless ball into the box. Got to try and do something with these balls in the box, do something with these opportunities at Lee. And that's a weak pass from Cocaine. That's just not going to pay off. And that is a huge shout of Francis Witzel to stop Lautaro going anywhere. But Inter come away with the ball. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you give it a good go, but still can't find the net.
Calhanoglu getting caught there by Griezmann. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a yellow card.
He's lucky. He's very lucky.
Yeah. 4-3 Bournemouth.
Dear, oh dear. That is not good for Luton Town to be 3-0 up and to throw that off.
They'll move to 17th in the league, joint on points with Everton. Point ahead of Forest, 2 points off Brentford.
Dumfries to Berea. Ball blocked. Falls back to Dumfries. To Berea again. And Calhanoglu's going to move it around to Bastoni.
DiMarco now. And it's one back by Llorente. Melina. Llorente. That's poor. Mkhitaryan. Gears up a shot, and that is very wayward. Always want to back a player shooting in that kind of area, not if you're going to produce something of that ill quality.
Inzaghi not happy.
No, because
it's been all like
that shot there just loses them control, and they've not had any sort of control in this first half. That was a good chance for Inter to try and get a goal. If they had, that's something positive to build from in this half. It gives them a very good chance of progressing. Now, they're still only one goal ahead on aggregate. They're still just seeing out this tie.
This was my prediction. I did nail our prediction the other day. What game was it? Liverpool City. I nailed that one. So far, I'm on for another 100% correct prediction. And Inter, as you said, they want that goal, they want that cushion. So they can make sure that their quarter-final place is protected.
Yeah, so much on stream, by the way. Welcome anyone that is tuning in. Let's see all this evening.
Yeah.
De Vrij on the ball now as Inter look to bring it forwards. Here is Nicolo Berea. And De Vrij. Now Bastoni. Sommer. Bastoni. Nicolo Berea. Henrik Mkhitaryan just carrying that ball forwards now, looking for Thuram. Falls to Mkhitaryan. Tries to get out wide to Denzel Dumfries. And it's one back by Dumfries. That's deemed a foul. That seems soft.
Sure that line out.
That seems really soft.
So Mkhitaryan gets away with it initially because he plays the wrong pass to Thuram, but it falls back.
I think it's just because that's not a foul.
Lionel's given that.
Never a foul.
Got to let play on because if they score and it is a foul, then VAR will overturn it.
Aggression.
Yeah.
And yet, falls to Bastoni. Oh, we were good.